What's up? I'm on Evolved, Perfect World International. All that good stuff. My day is going pretty good. Hopefully yours is. You can always leave a comment on that if you wish. Now, for those that may be expecting or unexpecting, as far as new to your life, a new being that can be brought, one within that you get to choose if it is brought. But what if it were to be that everything that they would accomplish, you could see? What would it be that they would tell you? What would it be that they would happen to show you? What would it be for, and how and when? Or would you even allow it to be and begin? Would it be that you would be so selfish to take from one that is not selfish? Would it be that you would have to have responsibility for what it is that they would show you? Would you take responsibility for what it is that they would not be able to do because of an arrogant decision by you? So, would it be that you would take such things when, if you look for what is within, it is a separate, for it has a brain and a heart that is separate? To take such as it is that it is innocent, you become a murderer because you kill an innocent. Wise decision to just let it be. For what it is I spoke of. What if you were able to see? For what it was and will be. For what they would bring, for you cannot. Would you take responsibility for what they can bring not? Because of your lack of ability to take responsibility? Would that be something that you would be willing to take responsibility? What if it was they could show you? What kind of face would you have after they show you? Would it be one that is happy or one that is disappointed? For what you did not allow to be amongst this world, would you be disappointed? Or would it be that you would even care for what you just did not allow? What if they could show you and tell you? What would they say to you if they could tell you? Would it be something that would make you happy? Would it be something that would make you sad? Would you still make that same decision if they could do that, my young lady or lad? Would it be something that I step upon your toes? For something that amongst these things I have said you cannot know. But yet, you act as if you decide? All possibility for what could be because of your decision has also died. Would it be that if you were to see for what this separate individual would show you, what decision would there be different than what you failed to take responsibility for what can be? Or is it that you would still, even though, if you knew, it would probably make you ill? Let me ask you that. For this one that is within, what are you not allowing to show for what will be if you were to just leave it be? Or are you scared of responsibility? But guess what? By not taking that responsibility, you take another upon your shoulders. The fate of what they could have done that you have not allowed is now upon your shoulders for what it is that you have not allowed. For your selfishness. Was it worth it, or was it not? For not knowing for what they could do that you could not. Not knowing for who and how they might have shown love. To one that now they may never get to have that love. Because of what it is that you have decided. Would you have a pale face if you were to see for what they would be able to do and for what it is that you have decided? Or would it be that you would be happy? For what it is that you know could be possible, allowing such things, would you be happy or not? Would you be disappointed for what you have allowed not? Separate individual that has a brain and heart of their own. Even from when it starts. No matter if they're connected. When it starts. Add to that. To have consciousness, what is it that you need? It is a brain, is it not? What is the first thing to develop? Believe it or not. More than likely, they have one. Would you take the chance and think they do not have one? Or would it be that you would be arrogant to think that it doesn't matter for what another happens to think? Though for all advancements you've ever had, there's one thing that was required for that to be had. So, my young lady, or lad, what if they were to show you? Would you be happy or sad for what decision you have made? Or one that you have yet to have made? Many seek, and yet you make it hard for them. When, even if you could not, there are ones that can if you cannot. Many would be happy for what they cannot produce. that you can, they would be happy. You wish to have a good example of this. You're listening to one. What would have happened if my mother would have decided that? What would it be that you would not get to hear? What kinds of things would it be that you do not get to see? What kind of other things would there be? Same choice as it is that you have. My mother had the same. Her decision was pretty plain. Without me being here, it would not be the same. So, for this one, that if they had the ability to show you, what would be different if they could show you? Would your decision change? Would you choose to take responsibility? Or would that fate remain the same? What is it that you are holding back by making a rash decision? For one that wish they could have for what you think should not be, and you make that decision. How could it be that they could have impacted? Or how can it be that they would? For what it is that you do not know, for what could be possibly good. If it were you were to only take responsibility. Now I know that you do not wish to. But I also wish to enlighten you. What would it be that they would do? Do you have any idea what could be possible? For one that thinks anything is possible? What advancements in the current day are you stopping? What amongst, for what love could be, are you stopping? What chances for ones that do not have are you stopping for the lack of responsibility that you have? Selfish decision, if it is, you ask me. You do not know for what they could do, nor can you see. So the question is, will you allow such things to be? Or do you even care for what the future holds? You never know for what this individual could do for what the future holds. What amongst that as well are you stopping? There are plenty that would love to have. Cherish for what you do not wish to have. with an impact amongst for what you do not have, nor do you know for what theirs could be, and yet things that you have yet to see, because of decisions, because of your lack of responsibility amongst your decisions. Now you make a decision that is beyond for what you even know could be. For you do not know for what they could show you, for what can and is possible to be. But for some reason you think nothing out of the ordinary will this one produce. But a prime example is standing right in front of you what they could possibly produce. No matter if it's one life or not at a time. Amongst these things you do not know amongst for what in this time you could be stopping or bringing amongst for what greatness can be shown, for what it is amongst for inside of you has grown. Well, that looks like all the time I have for now, so until next time.